Okay, let's begin. So we were looking into NDA alumni. Rather, we had reached to this particular point. So okay, so we were looking into the notable alumni of NDA, and in the notable alumni of NDA, very first we can consider those who have sacrificed their life with a bravest bravery. So that is what the Paramveer Chakra awardees we can consider. So in that case, we have considered Captain Salaria, Lieutenant Khetrapal, Captain Manoj Pandey. Then the next highest to the Paramveer Chakra that you can consider, but for the let's say such kind of sacrifice in the civil area. So again, there are so many Ashok Chakra awardees who were the alumni of NDA. So Squadron Leader Rakesh Sharma, Lieutenant Rakesh Singh, Colonel Nair, Major June, Captain Jasrotia, Lieutenant Dutt, Major Sudhir Kumar, Captain Harshan, Major Sandeep Krishnan, Lieutenant Raman, Major Mohit Sharma, Major Dinesh Raman, likewise. So these were the different alumni who have been awarded either by Paramveer Chakra or Ashok uh, Chakra. So next is the chiefs of the staff. So those who have attained the highest position in the respective armed forces, or who had become the chief of the staff, and also uh, the same who had been the cadet, gentleman cadet of the NDA. So there again you can see a great list right from General Rodrigues, uh, Adam Ramdas, ACM Suri, uh, Admiral Shekhawat, Air Chief Marshal Call, General Joshi, General Chaudhary, Air Chief Marshal Sareen, Admiral Bhagwat, General Malik, Admiral Sushil Kumar, Air Chief Marshal Tipnis, General Padmanabhan, Admiral Madhavendra Singh, General Vees, General J. J. Singh, Admiral Prakash, Admiral S.C. Mehta. Chaitanya, I advise you to please mute your mic. Thank you. Just a minute. Okay, the next one is General Deepak Kapoor, Air Chief Marshal P.V. Naik, then Admiral Nirmal Kumar Verma, General V.K. Singh, Air Chief Marshal Brown, General Bikram Singh, Air Chief Marshal Arup Praha, Admiral Dhawan, General Dalbir Singh Suhag, Admiral Sunil Lamba, Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa, and General Bipin Rawat. And currently, you do have these three gentlemen serving at the apex in the three armed forces. So in the Navy, Admiral Karam Bir Singh; in Air Force, Air Chief Marshal RKS Bhadauria; and as far as Army is concerned, its Chief of Staff is General EMM Naravane. So you can consider these three uh, chiefs of armed forces. Fine. So that and some more information we have tried to go through. Right. Now you can consider another academy or another training institute that you can have as far as the training is concerned. So that is what the Officers Training Academy, that is at Gaya. So you can you can consider another institute which is like National Defense Academy, but obviously in all the manner it is not comparable with NDA because it is smaller one. So that much great strength or that much large strength of this OTA is not there, so that you can directly compare it with the NDA, but its functioning is on the basis of the NDA, so that you can definitely compare, and that's what you do have in this particular case. Now, Officers Training Academy, that is National Defense Academy. Entries are at the same level, that is 10 plus 2, 10 plus 2. Fine. But as of now, there is certain ambiguity, uncertainty, right? That whether this institute has closed, I mean, whether this institute now stopped admitting the new students from last year or not. Last year, there had been a news that the central government decided to shut down this particular institute, and later on again in the exactly in the December 2022. Rohit, will you mute your mic? Rohit. Rohit, do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So please put your mic on mute.
Okay, sir.
I was talking about, yes. In December 2020, there had been a news about recruitment. So still this particular uncertainty is there that whether this is going to be used further for training the officers or not. that would be a different case. Eventually we will come across it, but if I want to tell you, then I can tell something about this institute as on the basis of NDA. So as NDA is also as NDA is a premier institute for pre-commission training for the officers to be emerged. As like that, Officers Training Academy at Gaya. See, in India there are two Officers Training Academy. One is after 10+2 entry, and another is after graduation. Till you are 25 years of the old, you can try, and at the last, if you are approaching 25 years, still you do have an chance to enter into the army, right? So that Officers Training Academy is at Chennai. That is for short service commission, you can consider. So again, there are two types: permanent commission and short service commission, that I will cover in the session wherein you will come across the ranks. So at that time you will find out or you will know more about permanent commission, short service commission, again there commission officers, junior commission officers, non-commission officers, and then ranks. Fine. So as like NDA, this is also a pre-commission, the premier pre-commission training academy for Indian Army. So it was, uh, let's say, established as a Gaya military station before independence, which was later on started serving as Army Service Corps Center for Northern India. It had a historical distinction of being the operation center for, let's say, British Army. So at that time, Commander-in-Chief of British India, who steered some initial operations of Burma campaign from this particular place, right? So it has a historical importance. So even if you consider its establishment, it is established before NDA, right? So that is what you can consider. And obviously it has seen so many transformation. At that time it was established as a station. Later on it was again before independence, it was used used as a center to steer the operations in Burma by British Army. So at that time, the commander-in-chief, Archibald Wavell, in fact, Sir Archibald Wavell, who was the commander-in-chief, so who had steered the operations in Burma from this particular place. Later on, after independence, it started serving as Army Service Corps Center for Northern India. So you can, yes, in between again, you can consider that this particular institute is being used for training of technical entry scheme, that is called TES. Keep in mind. So in general, what is the difference between NDA and this particular academy? Though the entry is on the same basis, that is 10+2. Keep in mind, 10+2. So likewise, that is in general, and here you can have only the technical special technical entry scheme you can consider. So if you consider this academy, which was started as a pre-training academy or pre-training service and pre-training training center in 2011. So if you consider its life of giving training is very small as compared to NDA. See, unnecessarily, I'm not trying to compare it with the NDA, but I wanted you to know that uh, don't focus only on NDA. Those who really want to serve the nation, right? No doubt, everyone must put NDA as your first uh, priority, but sometimes if someone could not, there might be possibility or probability that someone might not do well or not perform well at that particular time, and he may miss that particular chance to enter into NGA. So at that time, you should look around for other entries into the services. Only thing is that here you will be called as, no doubt, engineer officer. Right? Rank should be the same, everything would be the same, but here you will be having the technical education. ये बात सही है कि those who are having really interest in the technical fields, only they can opt uh, for the entry in such kind of academy. Right? Some more academies will come at that time. You will be always considering. Right? उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आगे 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 don't have such kind of approach. Right? Because I knew that I had a talk to so many students. Uh, unnecessarily they ask question, sir, अगर मैं NDA की एग्जाम क्रैक नहीं कर पाया तो is there any other chance? सर अगर मैं उस दिन मुझे अगर उस दिन कुछ हुआ और आई कुड नॉट अपीयर द एग्जाम तो उसके बाद कुछ है क्या? सर अगर मैं 10+2 में अगर नहीं जा पाता हूँ तो उसके बाद कुछ है क्या? Even some students are there who had asked a question that sir मैं अगर जेडी में गया अभी 10वीं के बाद after completing my 16 years of age and later on I feel that नहीं नहीं मुझे भी अफसर बनना है, तो क्या उसके लिए कोई दूसरी प्रोविजन है क्या? So obviously I told you about that particular institute that is called ACC. Keep in mind, but there is less possibility that entering ACC will feature you to acquire, or it may provide you, may not be providing you the chance to become the uh, apex star officer. Ultimately, age will be the factor. I don't know how many years you will be spending as a soldier, and then you will be further spending some time at ACC, then you will get commission. So in this process, if you could lose 5 years as compared to the students who are entering into NDA, probably you may not become the general or air chief marshal or admiral of the armed forces. So that could be one chance you can think about. I know बहुत दूर की सोच रहे, लेकिन whenever you are trying to set up, or whenever you are trying to go for a kind of dream, then why you should have a low one? You should always have highest one, so that you will reach somewhere around, and probably someone who is disciplined, who is putting in the exceptional efforts, right, will be achieving or grabbing that particular slot, which is always for you. Keep in mind, I don't think that every year for 50 students get pass out, and then around 200 enter into army, right? So if I want to be at that position, then these 250 will be in the race. No, don't think about these things, because ultimately you will require only one vacancy, and that vacancy is always there. So that could be the my approach if I could. And in the same way, I talked to the students, particularly during the summer preparations, right? Actually called about the SPI preparations. So that is what you can consider. Anyway, I was talking about the technical entry scheme. So uh, it was started giving training in 2011. Now uh, these entries were then previously before that all these entries were previously being done, but at IMA, Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. But later on, it was decided to shift these trainers to this particular academy, and then commissioning of OTA Gaya was started, and eventually it got uh, completed. And then the students or the cadets have been started training at this particular place you can have. Now, if you consider OTA Gaya, which is mandated to carry out basic military training plus, keep in mind, plus technical entry scheme for the technical entry schemes or the technical education, and some of the called special commissioned officer cadets. So these two things you have to always carry out. So your basic military training will be always there, as well as your technical training through which trade you have come. So that would be again the responsibility of this particular institute. Again, if you get passed from this or after completing the training at this particular place, as like after completing training at NDA, you will be going to Dehradun, you will be going to Ezimala, you will be going to Dundigal at Hyderabad. Likewise, after passing or after completing the basic training at OTA, you will be sent to Pune in the CME, College of what mechanical I think it is called College of Engineering. Right? So if someone have passed,
Sir,
yes,
College of Military
yes.
Engineering is.
So yes, exactly, College of Military Engineering. If someone had passed through Khadki, so obviously nearby you will be finding out that particular campus. So that's what you do have. So again, if you consider the this particular academy's aim is to train and motivate the gentlemen cadets to shoulder the responsibility of a competent competent, and this is what you can consider. If I asked the okay, very specific question, Ayush, you have asked, I'm unable to answer about this one. Half of the answer I know, that after completing 58 years or whatever, you can, no doubt you can go for other jobs, and obviously there are priorities, there are reservations as well. Fine. But the next part is executive officer or a tax assistant in the customs. So I really don't know about uh, the norms of the customs for the recruitment. So excuse me for this one. Probably I will get it no, and I may answer it about the half part. No doubt, first part is true, right? So even after retirement, also you will be blessed at let's say good kind of companies, executives. If you look around in the industries, so you will be finding out so many higher rank officers, right? I'm not talking about apex officers or apex ranked officers, but star 1, star 2, star 3 officers, right? So for example, Tata Sons or TCS, they might hire any of the lieutenant general or air marshal or vice admiral, and probably you will be finding out exactly. I again in these days I don't know, but when I was a student, I had a keen interest in knowing these things because I always thought that if I could meet them and if I could have interactions with them, then probably it would be helping me out in making a career in these forces. So from that point of view, during those days, I'm talking about 10 years back. So I had talked with so many other people. So at that time, I had come across uh, different people, mostly from Navy. I don't know what was my bond, but to whom I met, all were from Navy. So Vice Admiral, Rear Admiral, likewise. Right? So if someone is interested, this is also a way. And those particularly who are nearby in Bombay or Pune, they can very easily identify these, and you can see these people are very jolly. If you only listen their experiences, right, that will definitely tell you about the lifestyle, right? That will tell you. I'm not talking about the lifestyle which you are expecting. Lifestyle they have gone through. You will be coming across so many different kinds of or variety of experiences, and that will obviously sharpen your understanding. That will widen the horizon of your understanding by considering the career in these forces. That is really important. That's what you can consider. Even in academy at campus in Aurangabad, Asta is also organizing such kinds of talks of different, uh, let's say, officials, those who had been nowadays those are called ex officers. So they are always sharing their views, their experiences. They are giving you different kinds of tips so that you can be always focused. See, but the common factor you will be coming across by hearing all these would be the discipline. That's very important. Discipline whenever you are in a group at that time, no. Discipline even when you are alone. Even right now you are at your home, so you should have a discipline as well. Right. कभी कभी अगर लगता है कि नहीं मुझे नहीं करना है लेक्चर, बंक कर दीजिए, नो इशू. बट डोंट डू एवरी डे द सेम थिंग. ठीक है, चादर ओढ़ रखी है, हेडफोन इधर उधर है, लेक्चर चल रहा है, राइट, सामने वाला पूछ रहा है आर यू देयर, यू हैव नो रिस्पॉन्स, राइट. So such kind of things should not be there. So this is what very small example which I can give you as far as the uh, discipline is concerned. So there are so many different things which we can share, but this is not the platform wherein I may proceed further. Right. So I was talking about the aim of this particular academy, right? Specifically I'm emphasizing this. मैं इस पे ज्यादा ध्यान इसलिए दे रहा हूँ because really it has some novel thing, right? Because I know I have come across so many different interests. Even students don't know when they had come to academy, right? I'm talking about 2 years back's experiences. So when they had come to academy, so at the Asta campus, they usually had discussions for hours and hours after my session. So I came to know that there are some students, even though they don't uh, mm, know that they are having some interest in that particular, let's say, field. Right? So you should identify your keen interest. So so that you can come, because as I said, no doubt there are some students who wanted to be officer in armed forces, but they wanted to be engineer at the same time. And they also know that the NDA is not producing the engineers. Then what should be the another way? Yes, there are always ways you can find out. So aim of this academy is to aim and motivate the gentlemen cadets to shoulder responsibility of a professional competence. So as I said, again, this is not a try service pre-training institute. What I said, this is a Indian Army Institute. So Indian Army and you can consider restriction for, right? Further, to foster them uh, for leadership qualities as well as commitment to the values of duty, honor, and selfless service to the nation. So you will be thinking about, or at this moment you will be feeling that these are the heavy words, that duty, feeling, values, duty, honor, and selfless service. I know they sound heavy, but if you could have only one thing, that is discipline, then everything will be looked very easy. So that is what you do consider. And even your Asta is also having a characteristic to foster the integrity, devotion to duty, selflessness, loyalty, discipline, and team spirit. So these are the some of the objectives in order to develop you, right? In order to inculcate some of the qualities in you. So all these things are being taken care by this particular academy as well, right? No doubt, obviously, uh, those who are really aspiring to be officer in the armed forces, that should be the mandatory thing. Fine. Now, no doubt there have been basic training, there will be the physical development, military developments, intellectual developments. So these are the different aspects which you can always consider. Something about it I will tell you. Something about the entry. So it's a 10+2 called technical entry scheme. Then age limit is again same, that is 16.5 to 19.5, that you should have. And another point in this particular case is that necessarily you should have the, say, okay, necessarily you should have science background. Fine. That to be more than 70% aggregate marks in the physics, chemistry, mathematics. You can note it down. Fine. Purposefully, I'm not putting these things in the slides because I know these things remain only at I don't know. Okay, fine. So yes, I was talking about PCM. Right, you must have physics, chemistry, and mathematics, and you must score 70% marks aggregate in these subjects, right, of any board, right? It doesn't matter from which board you are, and that is what you will be considering. Now, here you will be having the basic military training, and then obviously you will be sent at different institutes, as I said, CME. Then there is again another training wing at Moho, and one is at Sikandarabad. It depends on what type of trade, what type of field you have chosen for your engineering degree. So after completing your basic training here, you will be sent to these different institutes, and again after completing complete 3 years training at these institutes. So this training is for 4 years. 1 year is at Gaya, 1 year is at OTA Gaya, 3 years at respectively 3 years at Pune, Moho. Moho is in Madhya Pradesh, and Sikandarabad, that is in Telangana. So you will be having 1 plus 3 years training at these different institutes, and after completing your training, you will be coming back to Officers Training Academy Gaya. Your passing out parade will be concluded through this particular academy only. So, and then you will be commissioned into the army. So,
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Will you please repeat the places?
places. Okay, it depends on military. Sorry, it depends on the field you have selected for your degree in engineering. So depending on that, there are 3 places. One is CME Pune, another is Moho, right? I think it is called training wing. Obviously, it must be having some another name, but All these are called training wings of this one. Maho, that is in Madhya Pradesh, right? It is nearby Indore. If someone had gone through Maharashtra, particularly via Dhule, so obviously you must have gone nearby this particular place called Mahu. And third one is the Sikandarabad, that is at Hyderabad, right? Or you can consider it in the state of Telangana. So these are the three places. Fine.
Yes.
Got it. So, and obviously these three places for different fields. So it depends on your choice of field. You will be sent to these different institutes. And this is what you do have in the passing out parade after completing 4 years training. So in India, what happens? You spend more than 2.5 years in India, and then for 1 year and 1.5 year trainings or specialized trainings, you go to Dehradun, Yasimala, or Dundigal for 3 respective armed forces further training. Whereas here, only 1 year's basic military training get completed, and then you would be sent to different institutes for 3 years, and again you will be coming back for your passing out parade and commissioning. Fine. So that is what you do have. Okay. So these are the, let's say, just recap at this moment that these are the institutes, whatever till now you have considered, whether it is RIMC, right? Though you yourself have missed that particular chance, but if someone is aspiring next to you in your family, you can look around this particular institute, right? No doubt there is a heavy competition, heavy, you will not believe that, right? Some, let's say, even less than 100, selecting less than 100 through 130-40 crores. If I want to make you sense a sort of competition, right? No doubt 140 crores would not be the student, but that could be the way. No doubt everywhere is competition, but in this particular, you will be having very high competition. Probably 1 or 2 students or 1 or 2 cadets from each state, they have their policy. Fine. Anyway, you can search out more details if someone is really interested in knowing these things, and if you could not find out any kind of information, then you may come back to ours. We will let you know, or we will get through it. That's what RIMC, right? So what I'm talking, right, before ending your teen means what? 19, and then you will turn to 20. So before ending your teen, if you really discipline and do a sort of hard work, right, I will call smart work, then definitely you will be having these options. That is what? Very first one is NGA. Then you will be having the ACC, right? Obviously, but for that purpose, if you have gone already in the as a soldier into any of the armed forces, but again it is limiting the entry in only in the army. Keep in mind, so that you cannot go into Navy or Air Force. That is called Army Cadet College, ACC. Then you have NDA, and after NDA you do have OTA. OTA Gaya. Again, OTA Gaya is for army only, right? Again, that is what the limitation you have to look around. Suppose anyhow, right, आपने बहुत कोशिश कर ली, right? Because प्रकृति है, प्रकृति का नियम है कि हर किसी को पहली कोशिश में, दूसरी कोशिश में शायद कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, right? But if you keep on trying and trying and trying, probably till your last chance you may get a chance. तो उस केस में तो उम्र तो आपके हाथ में है नहीं. So you will be turning from teen to 20, you will be getting aged and aged. So still, do you have any kind of chance so that you can enter directly as an officer, right? that are called direct entry entries, right, or direct entry for permanent commissions. So yes, there are some institutes, there are some uh, entries in the armed force, right, wherein you can directly go after 3-4 years and you can compete with those who have trained from NDA at different academies. For example, here you can consider Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. Fine. So till the age of 23, right, till you complete your 23 years age, you can enter to this particular academy. So you have to directly give the UPSC exam, as you will be giving NDA exam. And if you could crack that written examination, again you will be appearing for SSB interview. Same procedure. Then you will be following the what you can consider. You will be following the, I don't know what is. Okay, I'm not able to see the chart. Okay, anyway, yes, I was talking about, and you will be lastly having the medical, and you can enter directly to this particular academy. The best example of this academy you can see in the movie acted by Hrithik Roshan called Laksh. So that will give you the
Yes.
glimpses, right? So I advise everyone, right? वैसे भी इन दिनों आप obviously कुछ ना कुछ entertain के बारे में सोच रहे होंगे, because ultimately around you will be finding out some hard times. So why you should not have the entertainment plus information? I will call it as infotainment. So having only entertainment through हेरा फेरी, डबल हेरा फेरी, ट्रिपल हेरा फेरी, उसके बाद अगर कुछ दूसरा हेरा फेरी आया हो वो भी, तो उसके अलावा you can go to such movies, right? You can go for Major Saab. So you will be, see, you will be learning some things, right? You may learn some phonetics, you may see the let's say enthusiasm, उत्साह, right? जोश किस हिसाब से होना चाहिए, और हर बार जोश में आकर होश नहीं होना चाहिए. तो इन चीजों को समझने के लिए obviously you can look around these such kinds of very beautiful informative things which are available, and you can use these platforms in your leisure time. Fine. If somebody wants to know or read something about some sort of war, so you can have a book called Kargil 1999. So very good kind of book. You can go through that particular book. If somebody wants to know about India's greatest honor, right, or honorary rank called as Field Marshal in Indian Army, so you do have in that particular case a book on Sam Manekshaw. So you can go for that particular book. So these are some of the ways wherein you will be coming across and getting some sort of information, right? So these things are nothing but the experiences someone had lived them and brought to you, right, as ready-made. ठीक है. तो जिंदगी में खुद के एक्सपीरियंस से हर बात करना चाहोगे तो जिंदगी अधूरी लगने लगेगी, कम पड़ेगी.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. So that's what we can consider. I will talk some more things about this one in tomorrow's session. In fact, I'm not feeling well. That's the reason today I have a same kind of tone. So it was very hard to talk. Anyway, any of the questions?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, you can.
Sir, the Air Force Academy is located in Hyderabad or where?
Your voice is breaking. What I heard, I will repeat so that you will understand whether I understood your question or not. So your question, what I understood is that the Air Force Academy is situated at Hyderabad. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yes, it is, and that particular place is called Dundigal. As like National Defense Academy is at, no doubt for us it is at Pune, but we always say National Defense Academy Khadakwasla. So that is the place, Khadakwasla. Likewise, Dundigal is the place, but it is in Hyderabad.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir.
Okay, yes, someone is saying hello, right?
What is NPA?
Sorry,
NPA.
NPA.
Yes, sir.
Are you talking in the context of bank? Because that is the sector on which now whole country started talking out, right? Or something else. My question to you, that are you talking in the field of bank? Because what I what you can consider, what I understood, right, from NPA. If you have any other question, you can make me clear, and then obviously I will answer. No doubt. Again, I know about NPA in the banking sector as well. So what is your question? Anyway, he is testing me out. That's good. Okay, something else? Okay, if nothing, then I will tell what I understood. That is what NPA stands for, say non-performing asset, right? अभी बहुत सारे लोग इंडिया से भागकर इधर उधर गए, तो भागे इसलिए कि क्योंकि उन्होंने करोड़ों रुपया लिया बैंकों से. They are not giving it back. लिया किस लिए? किसी ने लिया कुछ, किसी को कुछ उड़ाना था, किसी को कुछ बिछाना था, किसी को कुछ करवाना था, and at all वो कुछ उड़ा नहीं पाए, वो कुछ बिछा नहीं पाए, वो कुछ कर नहीं पाए. Right? So these are the assets which are non-performing, and that's what you can consider the NPA, non-performing assets. Okay, anything else?
Try.
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, if nothing more, then I will stop here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.